How accurate are the MCU's Thor and Loki to mythology? Well, in Thor's case, first of all, he's not a blonde, he's ginger. And secondly, but more importantly, he's not a good dude. Like, he's not even close to being a hero. All of the stories in Norse mythology concerning Thor only serve to showcase his love of wanton violence and bloodshed. Like, the way Hela is depicted in Thor Ragnarok is closer to how Thor is in the myths. Well, what about Loki? Well, that's the thing. Loki, on the other hand, is actually really faithful. He's a lying, scheming, duplicitous a-hole who only looks out for himself. But I feel like they are taking some departures to make us like him more. Like how he's not responsible for Ragnarok in the movies. Yeah, and like even though he's a villain, he has this huge redemption arc. And I mean, by the end of Loki season 2, spoiler alert, he's practically God, so... Which is actually pretty funny, considering how a year before that was released, we made a theory that Loki actually offed all the other Norse gods and rewrote history to pretend that he was the one and only god. Right, but in the MCU, the Norse gods were taken down by external forces, not Loki, and he became god in some self-sacrifice rather than for selfish purposes. Yeah. You know, it's funny, because if I were Loki, and if I had done what we said Loki has done, and I was afraid of being found out, I would probably try and swing the general public over to my favor and pretend that everything I had done, how I got where I am, was entirely for noble reasons. Could you imagine if Kevin Feige was actually Loki in disguise, and the whole point of the MCU was to slowly trick the general public into liking him?